So this is PowerSwitch, a 2D game for Android built using the Unity engine. The purpose of PowerSwitch is to develop a fun and interactive educational game with the goal of building awareness about smart energy uses and the pros and cons of different energy sources. So before we begin, we have the Help and Settings buttons. Help brings up a brief description of what the game is and how to play it. And the Settings menu brings up a place to adjust relevant settings. So to play, you hit the Start button, see a list of levels. In order to play a level, you have to beat the one before it. So in order to play level 2, 3, or 4, you have to beat the preceding levels. So in this case, select level 1. We see a map of West Columbia with 4 points and a top bar with 5 different power sources with an associated cost. So here we have manpower, wind power, electric power, oil power, and coal power. The goal of the game is to pick the right power source and vehicle to get from point A to B, B to C, and C to any other points until we reach the end point. We also have to make sure not to run out of power points. Each type of power source has a different cost, which will deduct a different amount of power points from our total. And if we run out of power points, we lose the game. So, for instance, if we select car and bike, get off to a good start. As cars can go very far and very fast. However, comparatively, they do burn a lot of power points. So as we get to power point C, notice that we're running out of power points, and in fact we run out just before we reach the end point. So if we now retry, we can make some smarter choices and hopefully reach the end point. What we're going to be doing here is looking at how much distance there is between each point and the cost of the vehicles used to travel between the 2 points. And if you do that, you should be able to make an educated guess about which vehicles and power sources you should be picking. So we finished the level with plenty of power points to spare. If we were to hit continue, we would be sent to level 2. You can also enter in the menu, come back later, and you see that level 2 is now unlocked. So each of the power point costs and the available power points changes between the levels, along with the location and the different power points. And of course, as the levels progress in general, they'll start having more points and more vehicles available. It'll become harder to beat. Thanks for watching.